Humor is a form of art, and I have found a show that crafts humor masterfully. SpongeBob SquarePants is the greatest animated show of the 21st century, and its humor is successfully unique. Now, I grew up watching SpongeBob, and I think I have seen almost all of the old episodes. From all these years of watching this show, I've eventually come to the conclusion that it is not only my favorite, but it is the greatest animated show of our generation. Now let's talk about humor itself being art. Comedy shows are very difficult to write because if the jokes aren't timed well, if they don't work out well, it falls flat. And when well written, comedy shows can be extremely successful. Some of the most successful TV shows during the 2000s were comedies, such as The Office, Parks and Rec, Arrested Development. Now, these are humorous, and they're very popular. However, one stands out. SpongeBob SquarePants. Here's why SpongeBob works. Now, SpongeBob takes place under the sea, and all the characters are underwater creatures. But each of them has their own set of emotions. Each of them has variety. You have characters like SpongeBob and Patrick that are joyful, not the smartest characters, but they bring the happiness and joy into the show. Then you have characters like Squidward, who's more cynical and more laid back than others. This diversity really gives each episode its uniqueness. The topics of this show are also relatable. SpongeBob works a job. You also face peer pressure and other things that teenagers, children, and even adults would see in the real world. There's also a wide range of emotions in this show. Yes, of course, most episodes are funny and happy because it is a comedy, but some episodes are more serious and focus on more serious topics. Well, now, how does this comedy blend into this underwater world that's been created? Well, the comedy in this show is unmatched. The jokes have great timing. That's one of the most important things when it comes to comedies, is having this great timing. Because if you have a joke in the wrong spot, or even just a second later than it should be, it falls flat and it doesn't work out. SpongeBob SquarePants does not do that. You know what else they don't do? They don't force their comedy onto you. They just lay out little bits out there for you to laugh at. They don't shove it in your face. They just give you these small moments of humor. And that's what makes it so funny. The other thing that makes it so funny is its creativeness, its randomness, and how unexpected the jokes are. That's what gets you the most when you're just in a state of, I didn't expect that. That's what makes it funny. These little unexpected moments. All of these qualities combine to make a show that has had a huge, lasting impact. This show has been around for over 20 years now, and while of course I will admit, it has diminished in its quality, the original seasons still remain as some of the greatest animated television episodes of all time. Its humor has amused children, teenagers, and even adults alike. This shows just how remarkable and how much effort has been put into this show's writing. Next time you see an early episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, don't just brush it off and think of it as some kid's show. Take a moment. Sit, watch, appreciate every detail, every joke, every little moment that can make you laugh that goes into this spectacular cartoon. Thank you for watching, and here are my note cards.